While in Crookback Bog, Syria had happened on the Crones. The beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the wild hunt. Syria escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the
자,
where
여러분
lost
안녕하세요.
her trail once more.
게임
Now
스트레인저입니다.
needed a new lead.
자, 오늘은 또 위쳐 와일드 헌트를 계속 시작해야겠죠? 자, 저번에 어디까지 했더래요? 피의남작 거기 나가는 건가? 거기서부터 한 것 같은데. 집안문제. 여기서 시작하면 됩니다. 일단 나가볼까요? 저쪽으로 내려가면 되나? 펠러의 오두막을 찾자. 펠러. 여기 무기상인가? 수도 일단 사용하고. 갑옷 잠깐 업그레이드 준 거 이 근처에 있지 않을까? 없네. 일단 최대한 스토리 쪽으로 가겠습니다. 펠러의 오두막? 어디 있는 거야? 가끔 이렇게 달리다 보면은 데이지곤이 가끔 생각나네요. 작년에 제가 그냥 그 방송을 좀 시작할 때 그냥 무의식적으로 무작정 그냥 올렸죠. 그냥 지금도 마찬가지긴 한데 그때 데이지곤을 진짜 계속 했던 것 같아요. 다 왔어요. 이게 뭔 소리야?
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
매우기 2단계 필요하네. 이거 매우기 2단계 올릴걸. 돈은 또 없고. 이걸로 해야지.
Get the hell out now.
And here I thought we'd have a day without corpses. Heard mages pay top coin for the special bits of rare creatures. Wonder how much we'll get for his eyes.
어허, 좋아. 여기 또 활쟁이가 있나 본데? 자샤 마, 그거 빨리 가라고 그랬잖아.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
그러게 뇌처하고 싸우면 안 좋단 게. 얘네들 무기 팔아가지고 담배나 한 대 펴야겠어요.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
나를 기다리셨단 말인가.
Recognize this? Made
저
of
물건?
spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an
염소의
incense
피를
of earth
뿌리고
smoke and
양귀비와
juniper.
향나무 향을
For Anna,
가미했지.
to
안나를
protect her.
위해, 그녀 보호를 위해,
So,
그녀를
designed to
보호하기
protect her.
위해서 만들어졌다는
From
거라고.
what?
무엇으로부터
dear.
말이야.
Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
구체적으로
Tis
말해줘.
not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Pella could do.
So, designed to protect her. From
무엇으로부터 말이야.
The dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
old magic? Can you be more specific?
Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm.
아까부터 펠러가 할 수 있는 일은 아무도 없어. 뭐 왜 저래? 본인이 펠러면서.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, no, nay. Pella don't know. But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur. The
펠러는
spirits
영혼에게
ask.
물어봐서 예언할 수 있다.
Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat. She's fled.
뭐야, 염소가 뭐 공주였나봐?
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, princess. Where
지금
you
반려견이
got to, girl?
염소였나 봅니다.
Fine.
그래서
I'll get
찾아줘야지.
your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
새로운 퀘스트 아이템을 장착했다. 아니지. 획득했다. 슬롯에 장착하고 단축 메뉴에 선택하시오. 결국은 요거를 지금 슬롯을 장착하라는 겁니다. 펠러의 종을. 근데 아론 누르면 이런 그 소리 되는 거였네. 아하. 흔들면 온다고 그랬는데.
Another clue.
자, 염소야. 어딨니? 대체 어디 있는 거니? 염소야, 빨리 나와라. 환장하겠네. 저쪽 빨간 점을 찾아가 볼까?
There you are.
뭐 여기 있는 거야? 아, 찾았다.
Here, goat. Here, princess.
흔들어 좀 따라올려나?
Should have known it would be stubborn. All right, time to try the bell. Come on, let's go see the bell. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Come on, damn
빨리 와,
it.
빨리 와. 공주야. 공주야. 집에 가야지. 공주야, 이쪽이야. 공주야.
Where the hell did you go?
아, 또 말을 안 된다, 지금. 아니, 들어서 옮기고 싶다, 진짜. 뭐야? 아니 이 상황에 아유, 에휴. 그리고 공주가 나를 죽이려고 지금 곰 있는 대로 날 유도한 거야? 공주 이거 안 되겠구만.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
이러면서 빨리 와. 공주 빨리 와. 집 다 왔다. 다 왔어. 공주 다 왔어.
Nowhere in sight. Nowhere to be. Princess.
왔어. 콩 프린세스 여기 왔어요. 위험에 빠진 공주 퀘스트 완료라니.
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
자 이제 날 도와줄 거요.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry.
아 급해.
Anna and Tamara, they might be in
안나와
danger.
타마라는 위험에 처했을지도
The
모른다.
White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him.
좋아 도와줘.
Blood. We need blood. A living
살아있는
being.
피? 뭔 소리야?
Fine. Be right back.
쥐가 저렇게 큽니다. 와, 쥐 제일 싫어하는데. 염소 젖을 뿌리고 쥐피를 줬다가 뭐 할라나 보나?
There is God. Blood. I see blood. Whose? No Anna. No Tamara. Just the child.
잠깐 몸에 귀신이 들어왔다 나갔네요.
A child that lives not, yet did
살아는
not die.
있지 않지만 아직 죽지는 않았다. 괴물이 됐다는 거네요. 당신이 말한 아이가 누구 아이를 말하는 거요?
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was
Anna?
pregnant?
She was, and she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps, or ashamed, or forgetful, or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
모든 걸 어떻게 알고 있는 거야?
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's
남자는
miscarriage?
부인의 유산에 아무런 관련이
Foul-tempered
없으니까.
he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you. You must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
염소가 고통받는 자에게만 다가간답니다.
What happened to the child?
in a grave thrown. Without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders,
버려진
seeks
무덤에서
vengeance.
의식도
A botchling.
원신의 보칠링.
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it,
하얀
he
늑대가
should
저주를
bring me
풀지
its
못하면
blood.
내게
Blood will
놈의 피를
always
가져다
find
주지.
kindred blood.
놈의 피가 왜 필요한 거야?
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Peller.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits forefathers' Eve,
손주의
mixes
전야제를
the blood
기다려.
with milk, herbs, and hen's feet.
그 피에 우유, 약초, 암탉,
To reconcile the
해파를
dead
섭지.
with the living.
그걸 마셔.
There shall be no forefathers' Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
아, 일단 뭐 주술 같은 건데 저주 푸는 것도 한번 물어볼까?
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming. That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race.
영혼에는
They
종족이
honor not
없어.
its
그 의미를
meaning.
가리지 않아.
Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies
비어있는
empty.
무덤
If
근처.
what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
남작한테 돌아가야겠네요. 타마라 스트랭거. 그러니까 타마라 스트랭거, 안나 스트랭거가 이제 남작의 가족이라는 거죠. 그러면 지금 남작에게 말을 걸어야 되니까 빨리 가려면 뭐야 남작 저기 왜 동네가 불타고 있어? 뭔 소리 뭔 일 남겨? 이씨 뭐야 뭔 일이야 이거? 어이씨 내가 어떻게 도와줄 수가 없는데. 일단 저기 지도에 그 맵대로 가볼게요. 지금 여기 지금 난리 났는데? 뭔 일이래?
Don't calm him down. Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
남작이 화를 낼까 불을 못 끈다고?
We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
내가 해봐야지 진짜.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
아니 연병 남작 때문에 불을 못 끄고 있다고. 에이, 어디로 들어가야 돼? 안에.
Gotta hurry.
일단 공기량이 좀 딸리니까 저쪽 어딘가 있는 거 아니야? 다 열어. 이쪽으로 가는 거 맞는데? 아니 안 열려 젠장. 방금 불에 대 죽을 뻔했네.
With a hero in our midst, you've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
이거 뭐야 이거? 어?
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
갑자기 폭력을 행사해. 이거 남작 이거 술 먹고 이거 술꾼이었잖아 이거. 어? 이거 좀 맞아야겠다 남작. 어? 오씨 내가 죽겠는데? 결국 가정폭력범이었어. 에? 와이프하고 아내 찾아달라더니.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch.
나의 아픈 구석을 잘 알고 있다는 게 그게 자기한테 상처야?
For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day.
오늘은 아니다 쳐 그래.
One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
어떻게 보면은 도망친 게 아닌 게 쫓아낸 거다. 가정폭력으로 도망친 거죠.
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3
3일 내내
days
술에
straight.
쩔었어.
Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. a large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
방에 싸움의 흔적은 뭐냐? 이거 물어봐야겠다.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
타마라가 딸이었나?
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
제가 이게 내가 지금 자막을 잘못 읽은 건가? 애를 죽인 거야? 잠깐 내가 뭐 잘못 뭐야 이거?
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the
유산인데?
fact that she lost it.
아 내가 자막을 읽으면서 딴 생각을
What did
가끔
you do
하거든요.
with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
이게 다 술 때문이 아닙니까? 에휴, 술이 웬수야?
Get hold of
정신
yourself.
차려 정신.
Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing
저주받은
pregnant
괴물은
women.
임산물을 주기
Once
힘을
it's strong enough, it
얻습니다.
attacks those who scorned it.
힘이 강해지면
But
그런
how?
소리야.
How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
일단 유산된 아기가
One of two ways.
보칠령이 됐는데
Legends claim you can bury a botchling under
걔로
the
나머지
family's
가족들을
threshold,
찾겠다는
perform a
거예요.
ritual and turn it into a lubberkin.
혈연으로 묶여
That's a sort
있으니까.
of hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
보칠령을
Not
죽여야
to
되는구나.
kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
시작해야지.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt
문
outside their
밖으로 소금으로
doors.
손을 그어놔라.
And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are
괴물
powerful
도감을
seals.
읽고 보칠링이를 알아보자. 괴물 도감. 보칠링이 추함을 얘기하는 것은 똥이 특별히 맛있진 않다 말하는 것과 같다. 거짓말이라고 할 수는 없지만 진실 전부 대변하는 것도 아닌 법. 보칠링은 아마 미처가 맞닥뜨릴 불쾌한 만남 중에서도 유독 역겨운 생물체일 것이다. 이들은 원치 않게 생겨나 제대로 된 장례를 받지 못한 채 죽어간 아이의 시체에서 태어났다. 반쯤 썩은 태아의 채 자라지도 못한 육체는 징후와 공포 그리고 악의로 뒤틀렸다. 이 흉물은 임산부의 피를 먹고 살며 때때로 드러나는 광기 어린 굶주림은 대부분 희생자를 죽음으로 몰고 간다. 보칠링은 밤에 둥지에서 나와 출산이 임박한 산모의 침대 곁에 숨어 그녀가 자는 동안 그녀와 태어나지 않는 자식의 힘을 빼앗는다. 따라서 산모는 사면초가에 몰린 채 처음에는 악몽을 꾸고 다음에는 열병, 헛소리에 이어 전반적인 신체가 허약해진다. 그런 밤을 며칠 보내고 나면 산모는 허약해지고 자신을 방어할 수 없게 된다. 그러면 이때 보칠링이 직접 길고 날카로운 발톱에 산모의 몸을 꽂아놓고 엄마와 태아가 모두 숨을 거둘 때까지 피를 빨아먹는다. 보칠링 키가 1발 반 정도 되지만 위협을 받거나 피를 포식하고 나면 그 모습을 바꿀 수 있다. 그때 그 놈은 유인원처럼 등이 굽고 앞다리로 걸어다니는 기형인간으로 자라난다. 굽고 앞다리로 걸어다니는 기형인간으로 자라난다. 또 읽었네요. 변화 후에는 더욱 강하고 무자비해져 직접 몸싸움에 돌입하는 상대에게 이를 갈고 날카로운 발톱으로 공격한다. 보칠링의 저주는 놈이 리버킨, 달랄한 집이라 부를 수 없었고 알지도 못했던 가족을 지키는 난로 수요자로 바뀌면 사라질 수 있다. 이들은 원치 않게 생겨나 제대로 된 장례를 받지 못한 채 죽어간 아이들 이야기를. 대략 읽었습니다.
Here's the spot.
저 보칠링을 만든 사람도 남작입니다. 술 처먹고 연병, 아유, 하여튼.
Chose a lovely spot.
아유,
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
뭐야 이게 보출링이야? 저주를 풀어불어.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes garrety, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets very restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
당신 자식이잖아.
Merciful gods.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
책임져야죠. 본인이 부린 씨앗인데. 그러니까 술은 적당히 마셔야 됩니다. 저 같은 경우는 그래서 술로 실수를 안 하려고 그냥 아예 안 마셔요.
Specters. Botchling's scent attracted them.
뭐야? 이것들이 이거 써! 덤벼 짜샤! 후엔 또 좀 써줘야지. 아니 계속 나타나. 아우. 액식. 아, 큰일 날 뻔했다. 아하.
Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
저주를 풀면 러버킨으로 환생을 하는데 그 러버킨이 이제 실종된 아내를 찾을 수 있다는 거죠. 뭐야? 또야?
Need to hurry.
써! 젠장! 여기서 죽을 수는 없어. 아니 이거 타겟이 이거 이거 아따 이것도 검 또 이것도 깨졌네.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
자, 빨리 갑시다.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
씁쓸하네요. 누가 또 보고 있는 거야? 아니지?
What now?
In one day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
술 끊으시오. 진짜로. 자, 그러면 하루 정도라고 그랬으니까 명상을 때리면 좀 될 거 아니야. 너무 많이 명상을 하나? 밤인데 이거? 로봇캔 어떻게 부르는 거지?
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
자, 로봇캔을 따라갑시다.
Oi lads, fancy an outing to find that she-beast?
어디로 날 인도하는 거야? 어디까지 가는 거야? 뭐야, 어디로 가?
Sure kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
이거 뭐지? 이 발자국은.
Horseshoe. No way a pitch butter
말에
could
살
afford a
이유가
horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it.
그러니까 남작의 부인이 밤에 말 타고 이제 밖으로 나왔는데 지금 흔적을 찾는 겁니다.
Clothing. They change in here. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
여기는 한번 들렸다는 건가?
Wants to show me something more.
웬만하면 나 싸우고 싶지 않다. 어디야 어디야? 꽤 멀리 가는데? 아 젠장도 저기는. 아이 나 진짜. 어딨어? 또! 아우! 그럼 말을 살펴보자. 아, 말이 죽었구만.
What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage
네크로파지는
made
이런
these
흔적을
marks.
만들지 않는다.
Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal
문제실에서
that lost
도망친
one in
말인가?
the smokehouse?
편자. 머리?
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it does.
일단은 잠깐만 명상을 때리고 시간을 좀 밝게 해놔야겠어. 너무 어둡잖아요 지금. 오케이. 아하 자식들. 덤벼. 이 바둑이들 이거 개길 때가 따로 있지. 뭐야, 패드가 갑자기 흔들리는데? 여기를 들렸나?
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for two women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height. About 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
같이 있었을지도 몰라.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
남작의 아내는 어딨어?
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
뭐야 이거 표식이 뭐야? 뭐야?
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
그 다음에 뭔 일이 있었지?
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
While back, I met a woman in Crookback Bog. Had fiery marks on her skin like the ones you described.
Must be
그렇지, 저
her.
표식이
Mrs.
손바닥에
Anna.
있었어.
Gods, she's a Crookback Bog.
It's where I saw her last.
Gods of all the heavens protect us. 'Tis clear now whose whisper 'twere in the night.
It is?
The crones took her. She must have made a deal with them. A pact. It's why they marked her and took her like she was their own.
도와줘서 고맙다.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
남작에게 돌아가야 되나?
our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
저 영혼은 이제 영원히 쉬러 가는군요. 자, 남작에 대해 이제 물어봐야 되니까 또 다시 성으로 돌아가야 될 것 같은데? 말을 타야지. 일단 여러분, 저는 잠깐 여기서 쉬고 다음 영상에서 이제 또 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 자, 이따 봬요.